Hi, Tori. Welcome back.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Hungry?
Hungry? Okay. That's what we talked about last week. Has anything changed since then? Did your eating habits change like we talked about?
More or less, yeah.
What do you mean by that?
I may have kind of steered away from what we planned on doing.
Kind of steered away. How did you do that?
Well, the grocery plan that you gave us to follow by, or gave me to follow by, I kind of went by it. I went and bought all of those things that you told me to buy.
Good.
And then once I loaded them up in my car, I may or may not have gone back in the grocery store and bought cookies and chips and crackers and ice cream.
Okay. So you went back and got those foods. Why did you do that? What was going through your head when you were putting the food in the car? You could have just left.
Every time I put something in there, I said, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went in and got what I liked.
Mm-hmm. Eating healthy is always really hard. I mean, I don't like it personally sometimes, but going back in there, how about we focus on just grabbing one thing, like one bag of cookies instead of all the other things? Do you think you could do that maybe next time you're in the grocery store? If you have,
But I eat them all when I'm in the grocery store. So then, while like I'm shopping, I'm eating the bag of cookies, and so then I'm going around and putting other stuff in the basket and getting ice cream and stuff like that. So I can't really just get one, I don't think.
you don't think so? Okay. Now, like we said last week, we talked about getting the healthy stuff. Did you eat that stuff, the healthy stuff, when you got home?
I didn't. My husband did.
Okay. And did you cook that stuff for him?
Nope.
He just ate it himself?
I fried some chicken.
Okay. Now, what does your husband feel when you eat like this? Does he like it?
Mm,
You don't know? You guys haven't talked about it before?
no,
No.
we never have. I've always eaten like this. It just progressively gets worse.
Okay. And have you seen a doctor yet? You know, to test if your blood pressure's high, because you know that could be a big, huge factor. And you said that you guys wanted to start having children. You know, you have to take that into account too. You have to eat healthy.
I don't know if then I want to do that.
You don't know if you want to do that?
I want my food.
Okay. Well,
My
maybe
food's
that's
my baby.
your food's your baby. Okay.
See? Food baby.
I see. Okay. All right. Now let's go back to the grocery store. How do you feel when you go back and get those foods? Are you happy? Are you sad?
I'm happy.
You're happy with yourself.
Yeah, until I eat them. Then I'm like, man, I probably shouldn't have eaten that. But then I'm like, oh well. And then a couple hours later, I'm like, I won't do it. And then I do. So then that sucks again.
Well, obviously there's a reason why you're here. We kind of got into it the last couple of sessions, but let's really get deep down, if you don't mind. Like, why exactly did you come here then? If you feel happy with yourself when you eat that food.
It's not that I feel happy with myself when I eat it. I feel happy while I'm eating it. Then afterwards, I look at myself and I'm like, looks like I'm wearing a fat suit or something.
Okay, now let's focus on that feeling. So you feel fat after you eat it.
I feel like large heifer.
A large heifer, okay. And obviously you don't want to feel like that.
No.
Okay, well, let's go and think about, you know, like I said earlier, you know, can you try and do this next week? You know, if you have those urges, let's pick a favorite healthy food that you like. There has to be something that you like.
Can it be like a healthy chip?
Okay, we can start with that. That sounds good. A healthy chip, healthier chip. How about we focus on that? Every time you have an urge, how about you just get that bag? And let's see if you can do that, because I think you can. Because you went and got those healthy foods, even though you didn't eat them. Let's try to eat them next week as well, because you'll feel so much better about yourself. You never know, you don't know how you feel until you actually eat that.
Okay, I can try it.
Does that sound like a plan? Try to eat the healthy foods, and we'll come back next week and discuss how it makes you feel.
Okay,
Okay, and we'll go from there.
sounds good.
All right, well, thank you, Tori, very much.
Thanks.
Have a great rest of the day.